Hi there and welcome to the UkeStuff channel. Today's video is going to be a tutorial for Tutti Frutti by Little Richard. Now if you didn't know, Little Richard passed away just a few weeks ago and is considered one of the people that would be on the Mount Rushmore of rock and roll music, especially at the start of rock and roll and defining what rock and roll originally was. A couple weeks ago we also had a podcast with the number of creators of these ukulele play-alongs. And one of my friends, Rachel Webley from Ukuleleans, challenged us of who was going to do Tutti Frutti. Nobody's done it yet, so here it is. Now, in these tutorials, I do three things. First of all, we'll look at the chords you need for GCEA, soprano, concert, or tenor ukulele. Next, we'll look at the chords you need for DGBE baritone ukulele. And then third, we'll talk about strumming a little bit. I also want to mention that you can jump ahead to certain points in the description below to parts of the video that matter to you, and that this channel has a collaboration with ukestuff.info where you can find the chord chart, or what a lot of people call tabs, to this song. I also want to mention that as I'm recording this video, I noticed that Stu Fuchs just also released a tutorial on this same song. So you may want to watch Stu's video as well, and to apply his concepts to this play along. That would be great too. We can all support each other's videos. Now, with that said, let's take a look at the chords you need for GCEA ukulele. I'll be using my Concert Lava U by Lava Music. This is a relatively new instrument. It has some acoustic effects and a total space age appearance, but that's what I'll be using for the video today. There are only 3 chords to look at, but I'm also going to give you an option of some other things that you can do with it. The first chord is the F chord. Now, we'll talk more about this when we get to strumming, but you're also going to want to switch from the F chord to the D minor chord on the fly. And just by adding your ring finger to the 3rd string, 2nd fret, all right, so you'll want to be able to do that. The second chord is the B flat chord. It's not as hard as you think it is. I know this is a killer for a lot of ukulele players. Don't let it be. In fact, Stu Fuchs talked about the fact that he's got a separate video about B flat as well. Let me give you a couple tips for it also. First of all, if you're holding your ukulele correctly, all right, and it's securely held in your arm, you've got your first finger, you cover strings 1 and 2 at the 1st fret. If you pull against the fretboard, you should get enough force of your fingers near the metal fret to get that clear sound rather than the thud. And then you can just add your thumb a little bit to get the pressure you need. Then you just add 2 more fingers. The real secret is not to press any harder than you have to. So that's your B flat chord right there. Now, here's the crazy part. You're going to have to also, or want maybe, to add your pinky to the 2nd string, 3rd fret, while you're playing the B flat chord. Now, that actually makes it into a G minor chord temporarily. B flat, G minor, B flat, G minor, just so you know. And then the final chord you need is a C chord. And you'll also want to be able to make it into an A minor chord by putting your first finger on the 4th string, 2nd fret. And by adding those little color chords in there, you can actually really replicate that chord, sort of rock and roll sound from the 1950s that you're looking for. And those are the chords you need for GCEA ukulele, soprano, concert, or tenor. All right, let's take a look at the chords you need for baritone DGBE ukulele. The first chord is the F chord. Now, don't freak out about the F chord. Hold the ukulele firmly with your right arm. Then with your first finger, pull against strings 1 and 2 at the 1st fret. So pull against the headstock. You don't even need your thumb. And you should be able to get a clear sound. Then just support with your thumb a little bit. Then add fingers 2 and 3. Again, the F chord, yes, it is more difficult than other chords, but don't make it harder than it needs to be, and yes, you can do it. So you've got your F chord. Then you're also going to want to switch to the D minor chord by adding your pinky to the 2nd string, 3rd fret. While playing that F chord, we're going to do that in the strumming part of the tutorial in just a couple seconds. The next chord you need is the B flat chord. So you've got the first finger on the first string, first fret, second finger on the third string, third fret, third finger on the second string, third fret. And then you're going to want to switch to the G minor chord by adding the pinky to the first string, third fret, and then take it off. Then we're going to add the C chord. And for this chord, then you will add the third finger to the third string, second fret, to make an A minor chord. And those 3 chords, or 6 chords, depending on how you want to play it, are all that you need to know for this song. Let's talk strumming. The basic thing is going to be a shuffle strum, down, up, down, up. We'll do it slow, going like this. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Got that? Try switching to the B flat. Back to the F. To the C. B flat. Then F. All right. Now, that's the basic core of what you're going to be doing. If you can do an emphasis on beats 2 and 4 of each measure, then that's the next thing. So a 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2. Switch. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. Back to the F. To the C. Now, the next thing you can do is on 2 and 4 is to add the one finger changes to the other chords that go. So if you remember, the F chord becomes the D minor chord, the B flat chord becomes the G minor chord, and the C becomes the A minor chord, just for a second. All right, so let's try it. Slowly, a 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Now to the B flat. Back to the F. To the C. B flat. F. And it's kind of fun how you can just add one finger and change the feel of the song completely, or you can strum a different note a little harder. The big question, which one of those 3 strumming patterns is right? The answer, all of them. Little Richard did not use ukulele in his band, so you have the freedom as you play along to do whichever one of those that you want to do. The other thing you'll notice is that in real life, it goes much faster. Tutti Frutti, oh Rudy. Tutti Frutti, oh Rudy, right? So let's do each one of those strumming patterns at that speed. First, let's do the shuffle strum without any added chord or emphasis on beats 2 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. B flat. Back to F. C. B flat. F. All right. Now, let's do the second one where you add the emphasis on beats 2 and 4. Dun, 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 dun. 1, 2, 3, 4. B flat. Back to F. C. B flat. F. Now, let's add the one finger changes. Again, F becomes D minor. B flat becomes G minor, and C becomes A minor. So let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, and that's the strumming that you can use. Just pay attention for the holds where Little Richard stops the band and it stops. It is shown with stop signs in the play along. So believe it or not, that's all you need to do to be successful on Tutti Frutti by Little Richard. Thanks for watching, and I will be back soon with some more uke stuff.